interpretation for AI has risen as it shows the ability to write sentences and codes at the same level as humans. 챗GPT is a service introduced on November 30th, 2022 by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research institute founded by a group concerned about artificial intelligence, such as Elon Musk, who warned that artificial intelligence will greatly threaten humanity. GPT is a pre-trained transformer, short for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. 챗GPT recorded a superior benchmark in natural language processing performance compared to SOTA, the industry's highest performing model at the time, and OpenAI took the lead. GPT combines transformers and unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is a way to train machine learning model on vast amounts of unannotated text. Through this, GPT can identify data patterns on its own without receiving separate instruction for the target. The core of the meaning of 챗GPT lies in the abbreviation GPT. GPT is a Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Generative is attached in the sense of generating an answer. Pre-trained is a slightly technical expression, meaning that after the core language model of GPT has been trained in advance, it creates an answer with a slight modification according to the required task. Language models prior to GPT trained separate models from scratch for each task. GPT improves performance while learning in advance. Here, G stands for generative. It means creating text from text, creating images from text, or creating music or video from text. P stands for pretend, which means a set of skills that have already been learned or later, called a skill set. It has a set of skills that have already been learned. However, it is usually called the number of parameters to measure when it is asked how much the scale of what has already been learned or how strong it is. If the parameter is a linear function, the linear function is y equals ax plus b. Here, a and b are called parameters. Here, there are two parameters, but 챗GPT has 107.5 billion parameters. This is a skill set that has already been practiced. In the combination of skills, skills are poetry skills, interview skills, editorial skills, speech writing skills, academic paper writing skills, article writing skills, diary skills, counseling skills, etc. is a set of. In GPT, the important thing is neither G nor P, but T. T is a transformer. This T signifies the core neural network model that allows GPT to appear in the world. The T comes from transformer. Transformer is a language model developed by Google, so a language model have had significant drawbacks. Sentence by sentence learning and input and output were performed. We typed into a typical chatbot and it gave us a short answer. The transformer developed by Google runs and outputs in paragraph units. that is in paragraph units, so it can write a long article. That is, therefore, 107.5 billion sets of skills that generate text from the text they generate and that they already have and have been trained on, and it can answer paragraph by paragraph. Transformer is a neural network model that appears in a paper first published by Google in 2017. We are talking about a neural network that learns context and meaning by tracking relationships in sequential data, such as words in a sentence. This is a technique called attention. The title of the paper published by Google was "Attention is All You Need." Compared to existing deep learning algorithms such as RNN, CNN, and MLP, the calculation speed is incomparably faster and the performance is improved. This transformer shows excellent performance, especially in natural language processing. Natural language literally refers to the language that humans use to communicate in everyday life. Because AI is not human, it needs to go through a separate process to process natural language. It can be said that AI technology is all about making AI understand human language in a computer environment. Transformers show the great strength in understanding and using natural language, and quickly became a trend. It is in this context that ChatGPT using transformers can have the most human-like conversation among the AI chatbots that have been released so far, answering people's questions, doing translations, summarizing long sentences. This is the strength of transformers. Of course, now it is being applied and used in various ways, not just text-based.